Baby, I am 1 minute late. Go, Ray. I'm proud of myself, okay? It's the little things. It's the little things, okay? Don't worry about my hair, please. All right, because I'm not worried about it at this time. It's cold outside. And I don't want my scalp to be cold. So I don't, I don't know when it's going to get done. It's supposed to get done 2 weeks ago. You want to know what I did that day? Relaxed. That's what I did. Hi, Taurus. Happy November. Happy 111 portal. Give me a second. I gotta get my cup. I'm almost ready. Almost. Blow that out. Let me get my cup. Okay. Okay. How are you? Hi. Welcome. I feel really good, okay? I feel like in Pisces we had to, you know, Pisces was intense. I realized it after I finished Pisces, why the message was the way that it was. If you're coming from Pisces, I just want to touch on it real quick, okay? Or if you have a Pisces placement and you feel called to watch it, let me just explain real quick. You know, the North Node, which I kept mentioning the North Node, but it moved into Pisces on 111. And what I realized is how Pisces placements have utilized this transit. Spirit is like, you could have done better, okay? And that was the main message. And it's like, we know you can do better and it's easy peasy, so let's get it done. But to you, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Now the energy for you, we will talk about after we pray. God, Divine Source, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, universe. Thank you for allowing me to guide Taurus placements on this November 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as this month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided, divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude. Thank you for divine protection. Ashe. Okay, so you know the famous, what's her name? I was about to say Chris Brown. That is not Chris. He's a Taurus though, right? Kris Jenner, Lord, what's her sign? But her famous quote, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." We're about to break that down though. It's a whole message. Hold on. What's her name? Kris Jenner. Her birthday is on the Taurus full moon. Isn't that interesting? November 5th is a Taurus full moon. So we are in Scorpio season. Scorpio is your opposite. Your shadow could be loud, okay? I mean, it's aligned. But the Taurus full moon, she was born November 5th, 1955. So 5 energy could be heavy. I had no idea. That's wild to me. I'm still processing that. But let's break that down. So with the famous Chris Brown, why do I keep saying that? Kris Jenner, I don't know. I was about to say pay attention to Chris Brown, but I don't follow celebrities, so I don't know. Anywho, with her famous quote, I do feel like you've been questioning whether you've been, you know, doing the right thing, making the right decisions. If Spirit is proud, you're doing amazing. You may have noticed, like, yes, you are in your shadow season. You may feel like you've been a bit intense. You've been doing a little bit too much. You could definitely be very critical of yourself throughout this time. And there's need to, I just hear, ease the foot up off of yourself. Like, you're doing amazing at this time. And how for me to do the acknowledgement of I'm just 1 minute late and still be in celebration, even though this was scheduled to start at 4:45, that's still an accomplishment, okay? Because I'd be here 15, 20, 30 minutes past the hour, okay? Past the set time. So even though you may be displeased with your current circumstances, movement, the way that your projected progression looks compared to reality. In the ways where you are displeased, spirit is not. And there's a need to definitely give yourself more grace. Now, after I got that download, I started thinking about the Kardashians as a whole. And I don't know too much. I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I mean, I've seen an episode or two, but it's not something I keep up with, okay? Honestly, they don't, God bless. Anywho, but from what I have came to know is that, and what I'm about to say could be compared to opportunism, but that's not how I'm trying to relate it to you. So just hear me out. So they do take advantage of certain opportunities, whether positive or negative. And I feel like when it comes to just you on a personal level and the opportunities that you're taking advantage of, I do feel like you are very conscious of not doing it in a self-sacrificial way. And in a way that it does not serve you. I feel like your boundaries are strengthening, which is contributing as to why your shadow, well, again, we're in Scorpio season, so for your shadow to be exposed throughout this season, it's aligned, but it's more so, I do feel like it's connected to your boundaries strengthening and stabilizing as well. And with that, this may be something that you are consciously aware of, or something that's happening unconsciously that you will soon become aware of. I do feel like your full moon is going to be potent as fuck. So whatever it is you want to, I do feel like whatever it is you want to see come to fruition in 2026, that full moon, even though it's a full moon, full circle moment, what you want to come to fruition, come full circle, will be a very, very heightened and potent time. Since tomorrow starts the week of the full moon, I hear we can start now, but I hear do as you please, truly do as you please, because you are worthy. And I do feel like as I am saying these, not to call them mini affirmations, but I'm just paying attention to what's flowing out of my tongue as I speak. There is a need to affirm yourself. Mirror work could definitely work. Wonders for you. Definitely wonders for you in the month of November. But there's something else I wanted to add to that. I looked at myself and I got distracted. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Fuck. Give yourself grace. Mirror affirmations. I don't know if it'll come back. Then it'll come back. But we can get into the cards now. But I do feel like your boundary, before we get into the cards, I do feel like your boundaries need to be strong with whatever's coming in. And I do feel like the boundaries that are being implemented now and that you feel called to implement now is really going to pay off next year. I don't know what's significant about next year for you. That's, I don't know, but let's see. Let's just see. But let's speak about November, shall we? It is always melting. Has to get a frappuccino. Shit, I can't stare. I need to. Okay. Taurus. You should definitely watch Scorpio's reading. Can't tell you what it was about, but it's your sister sign. So tap in when you can. We are not covering your full moon in this reading. It's going to be separate since your full moon is on the 5th and Mercury retrograde is in full effect on the 9th, but we're already in the shadow. I'm just gonna, when I do the elemental reading, it'll cover your full moon and Mercury retrograde, okay? Okay, but anywho. Taurus, November 2025. So also, you know, I don't know what it is about celebrities. I really don't know why they keep coming up. But I'm seeing Nicki, right? Nicki is a Sagittarius, so Sagittarius season can be significant. But I'm also seeing Beyonce. Virgo energy, but I'm seeing it as how Nikki verbally expresses herself being carried. It's like you are, I don't know if you heard the crow, but it's like you're carrying it as the energy of Beyonce. So if you think about it, you know, Beyonce talks her shit on her projects, okay? Versus baby Nikki just say what the fuck she want to say whenever she want to say it. But it's like with Beyonce, it's a precise time and place, and when she speaks, it's something to say. I don't know, but it's just very interesting. It's just very interesting. But it's like, yeah, the energy of Nikki, but being carried in the energy of Beyonce. So it's like it's like the energy of you don't have to speak for the energy that you want to be felt type of energy, okay? Whether positive or negative. All right, let's see if we can get a card now. Okay, Taurus, November. Well, we got your 2 cards. So on the bottom you have a foggy bog, the white egret, but patience. The crow's going crazy. You have, okay, the energy is different. Yeah, this card has been coming out. Wizard of the Woods, focus, 50. This card has been coming out a lot, but you also have 33. Reflecting, pull, stillness, and then you have patience. Okay, so that could be why the "You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie" is a theme. Because things, when it comes to for patience and stillness, this is something is moving like molasses, okay? Like molasses, honey moves faster, okay? That's what it's giving. And so you could feel like you're doing something wrong. And I feel like the energy of stillness, and it's your fixed sign. So stillness could be not something that's foreign to you, okay? But again, based on the progression of your trajectory, there's dissatisfaction. And the divine is saying, be patient in this moment of stillness. Wherever there's stillness, wherever there's stagnation, wherever there is slowness, I do feel like it's tied into the focus. I don't know, it's giving me like a sit right here for a minute. Just sit right here for a minute, okay? It's like a person that is always used to producing, and then it's like, baby, you go on vacation and cannot just rest in the room for a day. You just got to be outside. You just got to pick and choose what the next thing is to do, and that's not the vibe in November. November is, it feels like you're learning a different type of lesson in regards to what harvest is, and being able to see harvest in the stillness. And I feel like that's the focus, seeing harvest in the stillness. It's one thing to see harvest in the production, but it's a whole different energy to see harvest in the stillness. But when you are able to see and receive harvest in the stillness, then it's like, if you balance that out with harvest and producing, you're never fucking losing. Oh shit, that was a bar. Okay, but yeah, seriously. Okay, moving on. Oh shit. Yeah, 8 of Swords, you could feel stuck. It's upright, but you have the Fool. It's like you're being prepared for something. Here's Show Out by Juicy J with the Fool. Because it's like feeling stuck, right? But then it's like every time you go out, you know you got to show out. Okay, that's... So the focus, I feel like you're with stillness and patience, there's a lot of external focus, a lot of outside focus, but November is asking you to really Focus on you. The crow is going crazy. Sounds like just one crow though. The egret is your spirit guide, by the way, but yeah. Some of you may be getting an animal or getting another animal, I don't know. Or it feels like you are, what's that, adopting a pet? Or a pet is adopting you. Take it how it resonates, I don't know. But it's a thing. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is really like the Fool and the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Swords upright literally is you're doing amazing. But you don't use, this is what you see. This is your reflection. Feels like you feel stuck in a rut, but you're not. You're just in a moment of stillness. And it's like, even if you have not mastered patience, the focus is mastering patience. If you have mastered patience, it's testing your patience. So either way, it's like all is well. Trying to get this to look some type of decent. I don't know how it was when it started. Okay, I really don't. I don't. All right. Anything else? Taurus. All right, that's that on that. That was simple. Is it Lani or Iani? But hi. For this, no. But when I redo the free reading after I finish the November readings and the full moon and Mercury retrograde, when I do that live, you can tap in. That's gonna be like 2 weeks. Okay, Taurus. Just watch Scorpio's reading. Scorpio was first, since we're in Scorpio season. And Scorpio initiates November. Your answer may be there. Taurus. November. None of these are your energy. So the Page of Swords upright is looking at the Page of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse. Some battles are not yours to fight. Yes, 7 of Wands in reverse. So stillness. You may want to... Feels like an intellectual battle. What the fuck? But yeah, it feels like you may want to intellectually battle someone. You're being asked not to. Yeah, don't. It's like it's like if a challenge is brought to you, I feel as though you would accept the challenge. And I feel like with whatever challenges are brought to you, you're being asked to, I hear, ignore them. That might be very hard for you to do, though, with that test of patience. Yeah, 4 of Cups, okay? Not every battle that, I don't know, I feel the need to iterate. No, not every battle that comes your way is meant for you to fight, which is why we hear the quote, choose your battles wisely. Because if you don't choose your battles wisely and you fight the battles that are not meant for you to fight, when it's time for you to be prepared for the true battles and or wars for you to fight, you're exhausted. Okay, so this is a time for stillness and patience, okay, which lets me know something is coming. It's that your reading from, when was that? You can feel it in the air. Hold on. Or something's going on. It's one of those, but it was off of the song by Beanie Siegel, Feel It in the Air. Hold on. It was a reading of yours, Taurus. I think something's going on. It was April, damn, April 2024. I'll share it on the community tab when this is over. Taurus. So I feel like, because that video was 2 homes ago. Like I recorded that 2 homes ago. And then you have 2 cards in reverse. Page of Cups, 9 of Wands. With the, hold on, this is how it's looking. Let me show you. I'll hold it up together. So this would be you, okay, looking at this, okay? But again, these are not your battles to fight, okay? But it's like, I don't know, this Mercury retrograde begins on the 9th, so with you being a headline of that reading I'll do with Mercury retrograde, there could be, like, the past could be coming back to test you in some type of way. Okay, but it's not your battle to fight. And with the 4 of Cups being here, like, this is the message from your ancestors is like, I got it. Okay, we got it. We got it. Just chill, okay? Just chill. But it's like if you go into, similar to Pisces, but completely different. If you go into response mode, if you go into, I don't know why this feels very intellectual, your ancestors will not get involved. So again, pick and choose your battles wisely. That's what the fuck this is giving, okay? Yeah, the High Priestess, okay? They got you. Allow them to have you. I hear tis. Tis the season to be jolly, okay? And while the tower, while they are bringing the tower, you should be in a fa la 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 la, okay? That's the vibe, okay? That's funny. That is hilarious to me, but truly, okay? Just saying. Anything else with this? Here, welcome them. I don't know what that means though. I don't know who them is. It could be your ancestors. I don't know. I feel like it is. But you have 2 of Wands and you have the Fool again. Did you have it the first time? I can't recall. But the Fool and the 2 of Wands. It feels like you're on to bigger, better things. Like you're not going to be in this stillness and patience energy for much longer. But it's like, appreciate the break, Taurus. Appreciate the downtime. There's a lack of appreciation with that, all right? And it's like, as you have relaxation, downtime, you know, time to yourself, you know, more time on your hands, it feels like you become defensive. And the reason why you become defensive is because it's uncomfortable. But again, going back to the beginning message of how I said it would connect and you'll always win, never lose type shit. When I said that bar, I can't quote myself verbatim, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And also with this Two of Wands in the full, the fa la 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 la, it's like this is you standing down, okay? This is a stand down energy, okay? I release it, okay, to the earth, to the universe, all right? And I'm just gonna fa la 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 my ass, okay, on up out of here. And Ashe, okay? But then it's like if you choose to intellectually battle, okay? This could be like words on the internet. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it feels like my wordplay and mind shit. I don't know. But it's like it'll be the Ten of Swords, okay? Exhausted, burnt the fuck out, okay? Okay. I hope you get the message. Anything else from this deck? Yes, all right. I want to know why the past wants to come and test you. Feels like it's a test of character. It's like the energy of like people not believing that you've changed, you've elevated, you know? But it's like we always carry our shadow, you know? I don't know why people, anywho. It's too many cards. Ace of Cups. So people are disturbed by your happiness. So the question is, why do people want to come back and test you? Knight of Swords. So it's like picking fight. We're grown as fuck. Okay, the world, God bless. King of Pentacles. It's like the energy of, oh, you think you're better than us. I don't know. I'm seeing white chicks, but when they were, I'm not gonna quote the scene right, but I'm seeing white chicks and they were going back and forth and like joning and shit. I don't know, but yeah, intellectual battles. But it's like I just noticed this. Seven of Swords. I don't know. But with this Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, towards your earth energy. So if you see, not even looking in the direction, okay? You are following. I guess I said it, okay? And it's like they're going to fight by themselves, all right? And you see these birds, these are the ancestors coming, okay? He don't even fucking see them coming. So just, again, look the other way, okay? Do not pick up any form of battle material at this time, okay? No, you need to be focused on what's in your future, okay? But you have the moon here, 218. What about the moon? The devil in reverse. Here, angel in disguise. I hear angel in disguise. I flipped over fucking temperance. That's crazy. And then Seven of Cups in reverse with the star upright. Oh, this is... Hold on. No, this is a true angel in disguise. It's not like the Brandy and Monica song. It's a fact. Interesting. What about it? A lot of Pisces energy here. Or that I saw. Ace of Wands, Tower in reverse, Six of Wands of victory. So, who are you? Taurus, Earth, your opposite is water. So, yeah, Sagittarius season, but you have a lot of fire here. You got Sag, you got Leo, you got Aries, Leo, Sag. And then the Queen of Swords is upright on the bottom. Now, I don't know if this is you working with a specific angel. Because what did I say? Welcome them in. Is that what I don't fucking know. But something like that. And then the Fool is still here. So you have double Aquarius. You had double Pisces with the moon here, and I saw you had the High Priestess as well showing it herself. But what's the other Pisces card? The High Priestess. The moon can be Cancer too. But there was, it's a fucking other one. Oh, the Hanged Man. I saw the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, double fire or triple fire, but Sag would be double. So double Aquarius, double Sag. And you are Taurus. What's underneath the Fool? Empress. So why is the angel in disguise present for Taurus? Death, the High Priestess, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Tomorrow, because the High Priestess is loud, tomorrow's the second. Tomorrow's also the Day of the Dead, and you have death here. So this is a reflection. There, ooh, two things. Okay, so this is a reflection of what's happening currently throughout your process of stillness and patience. So the reason why I said ooh is because it was just pointed out. The Seven of Swords is in between death and the High Priestess, right? And I feel like this is a trap for someone, okay? Whoever is operating in the energy of the Seven of Swords, this is a spiritual trap being set up, okay? That they cannot escape. They cannot get out of. Okay, it's just, honey, it's a trap, all right? Now, I do feel like it's kind of like, you know, the spirit is, there's a lot of energies being moved out of your way. Again, these battles are not for you to fight, all right? Now, with these surrounding cards, Knight of Swords, it does feel like you are, to go from the Knight of Swords to the King of Pentacles, to relate the Knight of Swords to you, it's kind of like, it does represent maturity, but maturity of in the past where you didn't have shit, where you didn't have anything of value to lose, you didn't give a fuck. Now where you have something of value to lose, you move different, you give a fuck, okay? Not giving a fuck is the Knight of Swords, all right? Giving a fuck is the King of Pentacles, okay? I didn't work too hard, I didn't came too far, all right? And Two of Wands, it's like, you know, whatever tries to destroy the foundation that I am building and have built, I will give to my ancestors, okay? Type of energy. Now, I know we were supposed to clarify an angel in disguise, but I don't feel as though I meant to clarify the angel in disguise. Between this energy, you have the Devil in reverse and the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Devil, you have, it's like your energy is already proven something. How you move, how you operate, something has already been proven to something, someone, people, I don't fucking know. Okay? But again, there's people want to distract that, test that, dismantle that, destroy that. But it's like the tower that people want to impede upon you would not be allowed to progress. Like, it's really out of your hands, Taurus. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about specifically, but it's out of your hands. But it's like Spirit wants you to focus on the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands. This Two of Cups, this Three of Cups, the Star, okay? Happiness. And with the intellectual battle, you could definitely, I mean, I do feel like a lot of you are very, very intelligent, especially with the Moon and the High Priestess being here. And you may already have access to hidden knowledge, right? but it's not in a way where it's like, but you still just, you live your life. I don't know. It's like the way that you operate is not aligned with the program. And I feel like that's where people are triggered. Okay. And what that program is that people expect you to live by, I don't know. But there, as I'm trying to understand, they're showing me and how I deliver my messages, right? We will talk about the Bible, we will read, we will sing some gospel songs, okay? But then we gonna curse, and we gonna have some lyrics to some trap music, okay? And we gonna be like, fuck them people, respectfully, and I just speak, okay? But because I don't operate to a specific program, I am judged for that. And I feel like you are too, with however it is that you do you. But if you used to give a fuck, you're not about to give a fuck anymore. If you felt like you had a point to prove, you're not about to feel like you have a point to prove anymore. Again, something has already been proven. But I do feel like the main focus is again, healing, joy, celebration, a better life, reciprocity, stability, growth, some shit to lose, okay? Also, I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm seeing someone praying, and the words that they're speaking in their prayer, it has nothing to do with, oh, it's making me emotional. But it has nothing to do with like material shit, right? Like, I want to buy a house in 5 years. Like, it's nothing to do with that. It's more so like, God, please align me on the path that ensures that I fulfill the legacy that I'm meant to fulfill on this life. Like, the prayer is consistent of words like that. It's truly from the heart, it's truly from the soul. That's where the spoken word is coming from. And it's like the divine is aware and appreciative, and it's coming. And I feel like the reflection of it's coming, it's like you're being prepared to fulfill the role that you desire to fulfill, whether masculine or feminine. But there's a way to move to get there without having to exhaust your way to the top, if that makes sense. Again, choose your battles wisely type shit, okay? I hope that makes sense. That did pull on my heartstrings, though. I don't feel like whoever's praying this way, though, I don't feel like your prayers have always been this way, though. Like, this is new. Anywho, anything else for Taurus from this deck? You have the Sun in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. If you don't feel like the sun is shining, it's coming. I feel like you have to wait until next year to do something, accomplish something. Ooh, my neck just got tight. You don't have to wait until spring or summer. The sun in reverse is saying you don't have to wait as long as you think you have to wait. This could be in regards to anything, family, love, legacy, I don't know, anything. But you don't have to wait as long as you think you have to wait. You're very difficult on yourself. Yeah, very difficult. You have the Four of Cups and the High Priestess. Your majors are now coming out in reverse. That's interesting. Why are the majors in reverse? Judgment on the bottom, upright. Because you don't know how to be patient and be in the energy of stillness. You want a Knight of Swords act, but the Page of Swords is stay ready, but there's nothing for you to get ready for, okay? Knight of Pentacles literally is patience, okay? So the best thing to say with these cards is all is well. But again, the ancestors are being summoned, okay? They have been summoned. And I keep seeing that Seven of Swords between the High Priestess and Death, honey. You know the song by Monica? You should have known better. I feel like your ancestors are saying that to you, okay? But you're about, if you haven't known better, you're about to, okay? You should have known your girl's gonna ride or die, okay? All is well. Yeah, Three of Cups, okay? They just want you to be happy. And I feel like happiness has become a bit foreign. That foreign, a lot of songs, Trey songs. Shout out Virginia, but your nervous system, that patience and stillness is what the divine wants your nervous system to be at. And your focus is that, all right? Here we go with the fucking stomping. Yeah. What is shaking? Taurus. I almost called you Aquarius. But Taurus. You have Six of Forces, the waterfall. The waterfall. It's giving an overflow. But the waterfall. Someone's knocking. One track in reverse. Summer, winter in reverse. So, what the fuck? Something within, and they be hearing me scream through these fucking walls. Anywho, sorry y'all. What the fuck was I about to say? Oh, something within your timeline is changing. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, you have Caught in the Ruins, which would be like the tower, but then you had the Akashic Library. So that's a brand new beginning. Taurus. The Lookout. Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. It's a lot of Sag energy. The King of Keys. Damn, the Queen of Keys. Okay, just a pair. All right. Yeah, something within your timeline is changing. You may think something is falling apart, but something is truly beginning. In Sagittarius season, I do see commitment in reverse, but we're not done pulling yet. So, all right, that's a story within itself. All right. There is danger around. You are safe, you are protected, but you are unaware of the danger that's around. There are people that you think are innocent that are not, Taurus. There are people that you think would do you no harm that have done harm. Very interesting. Whose reading had the ancestors in the title? I don't know. All right, what else for Taurus? Commitment came out upright. So I'm not going to read this like in flow. I'm just going to read, okay? Are we done pulling though? Oh, the doves just landed on the balcony when setting your course came out, and then you have the chest game on the bottom. Beautiful alignment. Okay. So you have treasure in reverse with the Queen of Roses upright. Feels like you're looking for something. You're looking for something that you already are. So for instance, some of you could be in the mindset of your gift in this life, your treasure in this life would be, you know, your partner, who you grow old with, things of that nature, but not being able to see how you are the gift, how you are the treasure for someone. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Some of you are, I'm about to count how many doves are on the balcony. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're still landing as I'm counting. Damn, I fucked up my count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 doves on my balcony as we speak, okay? 16. 16. Okay? Interesting. Their sound is very interesting to me. But anywho. Okay, so treasure in reverse is the loudest card on this deck. Oh, they're still landing. I just be like, God loves me. God loves me so much. Okay, anywho, sorry. Yeah, the treasure is you, but there's something about the treasure being you that you don't see. So, you know, you may be very self-confident. You may have a high self-esteem. You may know you got it going on, and you are you. It's going back to the energy of when I got distracted after looking at myself type shit. But there is a certain, it's like giving specialty about you that you don't realize that you have. But I do feel like in November, that realization, that specific treasure that you carry is coming to the surface with this Queen of Roses. Now, it's very interesting because in patience and stillness, whatever you are discovering about yourself requires extreme care. I'm saying like fragile, handle with caution, but it comes with extreme care. And with this being followed by commitment and setting your course, I don't know if this is realizing like the divinity that you carry. I don't know if this is realizing the power that you truly hold within, you know, the alchemy that you're able to do on earth. It could be anything. But even with all of the doves on the balcony right now and reading this message, it's very, very sacred. And I feel like once this is discovered, it begins a new journey for you with commitment and setting your course. But it requires you to be committed to yourself in a way and yeah, committed to yourself and the goodness of the journey in a way that you never have. So it's like if you've never viewed the journey as sacred, baby, it's about to be sacred. And when something is sacred to you, you protect it more. Going back to like your boundaries are strengthening. So I feel like that's connected to this as well. Okay. Now over here you have initiation in the Count Saint Germain. Their noise throws. The noise that they make, you would never think that that noise would come from their bodies. But if you don't know the sound of the mourning dove, just Google it. Look it up on YouTube. So initiation in the Count Saint Germain, especially when they land. The King of Keys and the Queen of Keys. So for some of you, if you are there could be a partnership developing to another level. This could also be a new initiation on your journey. So this could be school, it could be in relationships, it could be a new commitment to yourself. It reminds me of when for my 33rd birthday, and I've said this before, it's been a while, but my 33rd birthday, I traveled by myself, and one of the gifts that I bought a ruby ring, but I fucked it up. But I also bought this ruby bracelet. It's my birthstone. Hold on. Shit. And I bought this. Hold on. Let me just take it off so you can see. I bought both of these for myself. But I also made a commitment to myself that year on my birthday, which that's personal. And I haven't worn these for at least a year or two, but I started wearing them recently to remember and to honor this is the ruby one. This is it's a Leo emblem. Got it from Alex and Ani. Okay. But anywho, I started wearing it again, and I was drawn to wear it again to remember the commitment that I made to myself and the journey that I began after that. And honey, my life has truly changed, okay, truly, since that birthday, and after making that commitment to myself. So I'm seeing something similar for you, but with this initiation, King of Keys, Queen of Keys, whatever is next requires partnership. Now, this does not, I don't feel like this is more, for some of you, romantic is separate, which is why this spread is down here. But it feels more so to self, but it feels like it's like a partner in crime, but platonic in that manner. Like with these 4 people that are looking up at this guy, that are looking up at this teacher, okay? It's like orientation. And then as orientation is taking place, she's already arrived. He is arriving, okay? So and this is literally the King of Keys, Queen of Keys. This is partner in crime type of energy. So it could be a new lifelong best friend. I don't know. But I do feel like this is someone that you could trust, and you could trust in front of you and behind your back. And these days, to be able to trust someone behind your back is a hell of a fucking statement, okay? And it's an honor. So type of energy. Now over here with the waterfall, which it is giving overflow, as I stated when the card fell out. But you have on track in reverse, summer, winter in reverse, which you don't have to wait until 2026. This is the number 5, but winter has not begun yet, and summer is not until next year. So it does feel like there is an achievement before the end of 2025. For some of you, it's the numeric end of 2025. For others of you, it's the astrological end of 2025. So the numeric would be January, Aquarius season. Astrological would be March, okay, 13, Scorpio. So however it is, but this lookout and loving elementals is, you may think people are innocent, but they are guilty. And I hear this, leave it there. Because whoever is guilty, it's not your battle to fight. Your spirit team has it. But But it's like if you have a 6-month like track for yourself, that shit is not about to be what you think it is, okay? I don't know. It's giving the energy of being ready to be involved. I've never seen the hold on. I see breakout, like the word breakout, but then I see the show Breaking Bad. And for that, like, I've never watched all the way through. I've seen an episode or two, so I really don't know what the fuck it's about, but I couldn't tell you. So you have 2 worlds in reverse with fated meeting. Okay? Destiny is at play, which is why you had that one Akashic field that is destiny at play. A new beginning, okay? A different type of world. Isn't that a show? A different world? Anything else for Taurus? It could be Aquarius energy. Could be, I keep wanting to say Aquarius, but I know I'm doing Taurus. But 5 is your number, and summer, winter is now upright. On track is still in reverse. So if I were to look at it how it was originally, in reverse, okay, it's feeling like you're experiencing winter because you're stillness and patience, all right? And you want to experience the energy of summer, all right? Even though, you know, daylight savings time is about to end and shit like that. But it's like as daylight savings time ends, like you are moving into summer, okay, and coming out of this energy of winter. But with one track being in reverse, you think you are on a specific journey, okay? It's like the next... How many? There's several cars, that's car trains, okay? But you think you're going to one destination and the destination is about to change, okay? The viewpoint, I don't know. It's changing, it's changing. I hear the heads of, damn, the heads of the snakes have to get cut first. Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant, protection, sacred. The Ark of the Covenant holds the 10 Commandments. It's in reverse, okay? It's like you are willing to put your life in the hands of people that would take your fucking life. That's deep. You could be seeing, it's giving 20/20 vision, but because I keep seeing 20, but will wisdom in mind, a divine alignment, all is well. You're good, you're good. But it's given some people are not about to be good. It's not your battle to fight. Taurus. Hold on. Let's mix this. Much better. Okay, much better. Damn, y'all saw my name. Ah! Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, Taurus. Groupthink in reverse. They be eating. Taurus, you're not missing no meals, baby. You're not. You have been, you're not about to be. Okay? Okay. But no, definitely take better care of yourself. And I feel like you have been. You're doing amazing, sweetie. This is on one, so groupthink in reverse, balancing act is upright. Taurus. That shit almost fell in my candle. moving out of stagnation, upright. See, you don't have to wait much longer. I hear it's over now. I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now. So this is what almost fell in my candle. You are burnt the fuck out. You're a burnout. You're a burnout. Okay, you need the motherfucking, what was it? Patience and stillness, because empty well, for this to almost fall in my candle, baby, you are at the point of burnt out. You're a fighter. I'll give you that. I will give you that. You operate in bull mentality. Okay, you are the bull. All right, that's your spirit animal. Literally, you're born with that imprint. So I see you. God does too. Your ancestors do too, which is why they're saying, stop. Do not pick up any battle materials, Taurus. Okay. None. Okay, you need to be working on the soft life. Okay, the soft life. Moths, look into moths. You know, people don't be paying. You know, we pay attention to the crows and the fucking eagles and the deer and shit. Okay, but things like moths, like, you know, especially if you see a moth flying in the daytime when they're active at night, like that means something. My fucking, is your neck, do you need to go see a chiropractor? Maybe you need a massage. Okay, I'm gonna take that message for myself as a Taurus moon, because I have 2 massage gift cards. Okay, you think I've set a date to use them? Fuck no. Okay, take that message for myself. But no, your neck, because it just start hurting in your reading. And I'll be doing my daily stretches, my deep stretching and things. But anywho, back to you. Why did that just happen? There is an opportunity or something that you want that is not either meant for you or aligned with you, which means the same fucking thing, really. Because possibility for you just flew out in reverse on top of the incense. And asking why, you have opportunity upright. So something that it's like you may be upset that it wasn't given to you, or something, it's not meant for you. It's giving you're not meant to work hard all of your life. And honestly, you know, the conversation, because the word plantations came up in Pisces, and it low-key triggered me. But for some of you, like just the conversation of slavery, okay? And I have a lot of questions, okay? And I do believe it has existed. Should it still exist today? And jealous slavery, it really is. Prison is slavery. But that's a whole nother fucking conversation. Some of you, and I don't know your Akashic chart or anything like that, but I do believe that some of you, the way that you operate in your masculine energy, it feels like a soul that was once incarnated during a slavery time period and experienced that life, and is carrying that overwork, underpaid type of mentality now, but not even realizing that's the root of the experience. That's what it's giving, which is why patience and stillness is so loud. It's like it's like you feel your nervous system, that it's like that shit stresses you out when it should create calmness. It's making me fucking emotional. But yeah, it should create calmness, but it's not, which is why empty well, time to replenish. That shit needs to be set on fire. That's a dust devil of yours that you've been carrying with you. But moving out of stagnation, this is what's needed, okay? The fates have changed for you. They are actively changing. And I do feel like you are moving into an energy of what God has for me, it is for me. With this possibility for union and opportunity upright, it's like if you're carrying the energy of I will not fail, like no matter what you experience, even if it seems like the perspective looks like you are failing, you are not failing. Which is why the energy of you are doing amazing, like you carrying that is a truth that you shall survive on. I don't know. I don't know where this conversation is going or coming from, but like there was a time when I used to sleep with a knife under my pillow, which is very, very dangerous. But there is something with my family and knives. My leg is shaking now, Lord God. I don't do that anymore though. And you know, when I am in an uncomfortable environment, I sleep very close to a weapon. I've always done that. I don't have to do that now. However, I don't think I ever saw a time of me not having to do that. So for me to speak that and just realize that now is interesting. But my leg just stopped shaking. But for you, see, yeah, fates are changing, okay? It's gonna be okay. It may not feel like it's okay, but baby, it's okay, okay? Experiencing life as it comes, again, you may think you're not doing enough. You're doing amazing. Like, everything's okay. Okay? Okay. Anything else? Can I put that as a title without them trying to fucking sue my ass? Because, honey, they always trying to get a fucking dollar, okay? I'm going to put that in quotes. You're doing I don't even want to. I figure out something else. I'd be damned. But look, you have the crossing initiation, and then you have closing door completion. So this is... It feels like you have some happy tears coming. It feels like you have some happy sobs coming, okay? You do. You do. But it's like at this time, there's a need to big up yourself because you're not bigging up yourself. But once you discover that treasure, you're going to big up yourself. Okay, last bit. 554. Fulfillment, change. Change into fulfillment. You know what? Your title is going to be All Is Well. Protect my damn self from, yeah. Choose my battles wisely. That's what I'll do. Okay. What else for Taurus for November? Well, damn. I'm going to take what I see. So you have going forward and voyage. Going forward and voyage. If you've been having to do a lot by yourself, you're about to be met halfway. That's that. I'm seeing that angel, like a real angel in disguise. I don't know. And that could be that King of Keys, Queen of Keys energy. Just gotta see how it unfolds throughout the month. Taurus. Flexibility. That's also a card that fell, but I put it back. The other card was freedom, and a hawk just flew by. Caught that shit in my peripheral. Hawks have been watching me lately. I don't know what's up with that. Anywho. But I did have a hawk land on my balcony. I need to go back to that date. Illumination. All right, so going forward, voyage. If you're concerned about moving backward, you are moving forward, okay? But you're being carried on this journey. You don't need to do too much, but be in the energy of stillness and patience, as we said from the beginning an hour ago. But with flexibility, your path is changing. How it's changing is being illuminated to you in increments, in steps. So it's like you have to get to the next level. you have to get to that step first. So it's like to get to B, you have to get to A. To get to C, you have to get to B, okay? You gotta get to A and B first, all right? You're not skipping shit. Not at this time. Patience and stillness. And then you're ending in happiness. But you're not alone. So, IDK Taurus. I like it. All right. Happiness is still out here. So just know that this is the end goal. I'm going to pull a card from the deck we started with and then be out of here. Who's next? Libra is next. Closing a card for Taurus. Beautiful. On the bottom, you have flow again, okay? You're being carried at this time. But the card that fell, bee spirit prosperity, okay? So again, that's that summer, winter. Bees are prosperous in summer. They're not prosperous right now, but it doesn't mean that one will show up. But happiness is a theme. So, and you see, being carried, all is well. Balance your nervous system. I'll see you next week for your full moon Mercury retrograde reading. Love you. See you in Libra if you're there.